Alright, so it started me here. This is where I was last. There's some people here. I might try and... Oh yeah, that's up there. I might walk back to my... What was that? The hell is that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. I mean, I'm technically still recording audio. Oh, hello. There's another one. What's that? What is that? Is there something? What is throwing that? Is that what the spitters... What was it? A snellygast? Hello people. I'm gonna cut in here. I've just literally logged in. I don't know what's going on. Is that... Oh Jesus, there's a beast. Okay. Alright, well let's kill this thing then. I'm pretty sure he can't get me up here. Cause I'm kind of on a ledge, aren't I? I can't see any players in the area, so I think he might be fighting the super mutants or the scorched. Because they're all down there, aren't they? There he is. Bang. I'm not doing too badly. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's throwing that crap. Whatever the... Ow. Whatever that crap is throwing it at me. There he is. I can see ya. There's no head to aim for. I'm assuming he has a weak spot, but let's just... I mean, this is actually not doing too badly. This is like as much damage as I caused on the snellygast last time. Okay, so I haven't even worked out what it is I'm doing. I'm just going to try some grenades. I haven't really thrown grenades at anything. But, I mean, the rockets went so well last time. Right, let's select them now. Okay, throw you. Oh, perfect. Bang. Yeah, look at that. That was absolutely perfect. Throw another one. Bang. See, that's what grenades are for. I'm missing. I think my shots are hitting the thing. Let's throw one more. That should be enough. Pop. I popped him. Oh, his arm broke. Alright. Okay. Well, let's have a wander. I don't know what he was fighting. He was fighting something over here. Probably a scorched. Oh, that's a higher. Oh, I can't jump down there. Can I get down there? Can I? Nope, still can't. Okay, so he was fighting scorched. Alright, well, let's take care of that anyway. Can I get back up? Yeah, I can get back up. Jump. Jump. Thank you. Okay, well then I'll grab it and I will just cut this into whatever it is I'm doing this week. I don't know what I'm going to get from this body though. Didn't really remember. I've only killed one of these before, and that was up in Grafton. Can't see anything else around. Oh, what? He's back alive? What? The body's gone and he's back alive. Oh, I'm teleporting back out. Okay, I'm going to go back to... Where's my camp? Okay, I'm going back to my camp. Run away. Okay, hello people, and welcome to the actual video. That was a little bit of a journey, but I'm at my camp now, and what I'm going to be doing today, I have decided, is I'm going to be looking at their roadmap. Bethesda recently released the much wanted and requested for roadmap for this year, well, most of this year. They have given heavy information on the spring updates and then a small amount of information on the summer and autumn or fall updates. So I'm going to be looking at those, give my opinion, let you know if we're going in the right direction, what I think about the idea, and just kind of give a general review of what's been announced and what is to come. So I'm going to put on screen now the image for the spring update, which is called Wild Appalachia. And frankly, there is an awful lot of information given on the bits and pieces that are going to be released this spring. Now, this whole update kicks off on March the 12th. So it looks as though it's going to be brewing and distilling is going to be the heavy part of this first part of the update. The description they've given is: go on a new quest to discover the secrets of the Forbidden Brew Nuke Shine and bring the party back to your camp with new brewing and distilling systems and recipes. It also talks about a mythical beast and some lost scouts. So there's also going to be some new bits and pieces going on to do with some missions. We then move to the 19th, in which they're going to be introducing a new limited time event which will earn unique rewards which look a little bit like Halloween-esque, kind of a Halloween feel in the spring. Now the description: chase away Old Man Winter and quicken the coming of spring with the ancient festival of Fashnich. Join the celebration and complete this new limited time event to earn unique rewards in the form of festive masks. Kind of a jokery type style is what they've got on the picture. Then we move to the 26th of March, in which we are getting a very big update, which is a new game mode. This is a PvP experience with fewer restrictions, increased rewards, new challenges, much higher stakes. This will definitely be one for those that are looking for much more of a PvP type experience, so you're much more focused on that. We then jump into April, in which we are going to be getting player vending and a whole new camera. Now, we already have a camera mode, so adding a camera, I'm not 100% sure what the whole point of that is going to be. The player vending is going to be interesting. I'm often bumping into other players' camps as I'm wandering around, so the idea that, for example, I might be able to sell the plans that I have duplicated so that someone else has the option of buying them from me, that's a great idea. Also in April, on the 9th, there is going to be new quests launching. Uncover the encrypted secrets of Appalachia in a new series of quests and encounters. So sounds like that's going to be interesting. Always happy for new missions, anything to kind of bring us some new things to do. There are going to be 2 new updates in May, with the first one being Ever Upwards, which is more new quests, journey to the deepest reaches of the woods with new stories for the legendary Pioneer Scouts and a customizable backpack system. That sounds interesting. Looks like he's got a box sellotaped to his backpack. So that's going to be interesting, just because, I mean, will we be able to increase what we physically have on us? Can we, like, you know, can we increase what we have in our backpacks? So that'll be handy. And then the second and final updates for the spring Wild Appalachia updates, which is going to be a legendary vendor, which allows you to exchange or scrap your unwanted legendary items for new legendary gear. Now, I've seen them. I'm nowhere near close enough because I'm playing this how I feel the game should be played. I'm not rushing to get to level cap just so I can be at max. So I'm not really close enough to have the legendary items. But by May, and it's the end of May as well, so hopefully I will have a few then, so I can definitely take part in that. Alright, so just looking, that is 3 months of updates. 3 months of updates. And it looks like we're going to be getting, what, 3 sets of new missions, a survival mode, new NPCs, a limited event, a special limited event, new upgrades to the systems. It is actually really quite in-depth, and I'm definitely really excited about some of it. Now, there is actually one thing that I am excited about the most, the absolute most exciting thing ever, but I will get to that shortly. So bring in a survival mode. Now, there are people that like the idea of this because they want a proper PvP type mode where there's a lot more on the line. So you take a lot more provisions, you take it a lot more seriously, set up proper defenses and camps and things. And, you know, there are definitely people that are going to get the most out of that. I honestly don't think I'm going to touch that mode for me. It's very much not the kind of thing that I'm looking for. You know, I don't know whether you're going to have to all start with the same kind of character level, or whether you can take the level that you are in with you. It feels like a mode that you would have to start from scratch as like a brand new character, but then you're going to automatically be behind the people that are already playing the mode. So it feels like if this is definitely going to be something you want to do, it's going to take up a lot of your time. The idea of the new quests, there were 3 sets of quests. Welcome to Wild Appalachia, something to do with a mythical beast. There was in March. Then you've got the beginning of April with Sheer Terror, which is all about an encrypted secrets of Appalachia. So that'll be interesting. And then you've got the beginning of May, Ever Upwards, with the deepest, darkest parts of the woods and more Pioneer Scout missions. And that's when we get the customizable backpack. Always adding new missions and new content is honestly is fundamental to an MMO becoming successful. You can't just stick a game out and then just expect people to play the same things over and over again. I don't think they ever thought that, let's be honest. I don't think for a second they were never going to upgrade the missions and provide us with new bits and pieces. But getting back to what I said earlier, I feel like there are some people out there who just rushed to try and get the most out of everything they could, and then run out of stuff to do, and then what demanded new missions and new stuff. But that's not how you play MMOs. You take your time, play it a little bit here, a little bit there. You make the most of the experience that you're playing. So adding the new missions is fantastic. It gives you a month to really make the most of each mission. I'm hoping that they're not just going to be max level missions. I'm hoping that they're going to be very much in the middle range. So, you know, you get at least a bit of a chance to give them a go. Everyone gets the chance. And I am really excited to see what kind of backpack expansions we can make. The legendary vendor doesn't affect me in any way, because why would it? I don't have any legendary gear, and I don't know, it's just, you know, it's fine, and I'm sure it'll be good for the people that want it. At the moment, I don't see the point, but we'll see what happens when it arrives. The brewing and the distilling is, you know, it's always good to see that they're willing to work on the mechanics within the game, because this sounds like it's going to be adding extra abilities to the current systems that you have within your camp. You might even be able, they might drop plans to allow you to make Nuka-Cola Quantum, that kind of thing. Hide them somewhere in the Nuka-Cola plant, let people dig them out, and let them make their own Nuka-Cola. I mean, that'd be hysterical. But yeah, I'm interested to see this, and to see what actually gets added and how in-depth it is. Sounds like it's going to be relatively decent, because it does say bring a new brewing and distilling system. So it's not just going to be for one thing, it's going to be for a variety of things. So always good. The player vending, I think, is a nice little touch. It allows you to set up vending machines. You can sell some bits and pieces that you want to get rid of. The only problem I feel, I have had a lot of problems with regards to building my camp in relatively popular locations, because that tends to be where other people build their camps, and as such you lose your camp. After a couple of times of logging in, my camp will just be gone and I'll have to rebuild it somewhere else. So that means I've had to build my camp in a relatively unknown part of the map. somewhere that I feel that people won't necessarily want to build their camp so that mine doesn't disappear. So having a vending machine in my camp isn't going to make a difference, because I don't think a whole lot of people run into my camp when they're online anyway. The times I run into someone else's camp is because I'm going off-road to get between one point and another. I'm ignoring safety and just going like point to point. So I mean, I don't fully feel that we're going to really be able to make the most of that. And frankly, the camera, I don't see the idea at all. But you know what? It's fine. They can introduce it, not a problem. Okay, but now we get into the two parts which, for me, I think are the most impressive for this update. All right, now the first one is this Fastnacht parade. One of the things that big MMOs really do well are limited events. They are annual points that pull people into the game. People know that there will be a certain event going on at a certain point that year, and they flock there because they know that they can get limited rewards, they can get stuff you can only get during these festivals, during these special events. The fact that they're starting one off early is fantastic, because that means next year's Fastnacht parade is going to be even bigger, because people are going to know what it is and they're going to be ready for it. So that's fantastic. It's great, because it's really showing they're putting some thought into making this into a real MMO, and that's, you know, that's really what people want. But the thing I'm looking forward to the most, the thing that I've wanted pretty much since this game started, since I started building my camp, just everything about it, I really wanted this, and I've even asked for it in a couple of videos. And it's something I haven't actually mentioned because it's hidden in the small text in the descriptions, and it says new features: camp decorating, player vending, functional camera. Okay, first sentence: use items from your stash to decorate your camp. That is what I've been waiting for. What is the point of having a set of metal shelves when I can't put anything on it? What's the point? I want to put stuff on my shelves. I want you to see the things that I've been able to collect. Now, Bethesda, if you are listening to this, there's no way they're listening to this. I want one thing added when this decorating thing comes on, please. Just one item, which is a camp item. It is a bobblehead stand. There's one in every game. I just want a stand that I can place my... There's one space for every type of bobblehead that I can place on the stand, and I can display my bobbleheads to everyone that comes in. That's all I want. Just a lovely bobblehead stand, which will let me put one of each bobblehead in those stands, please. And then I can just start putting all my crap around and you can see all my crap. That's what I want. I want to populate my camps with junk. So this is, I'm looking forward to that the most. I am really excited about that. So that is going to be cool. And I think that's right in the middle. That falls right in the middle of April. It will do, probably, is the way it looks. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that is the whole thing. I'm really excited. I think this is fantastic because they're genuinely putting in place a line of updates so that people can see what they are working towards. And I think it's great. Even the idea of a survival mode. I have no interest in a survival mode whatsoever, but it shows that they are listening to people and they are trying to give them what they want. It is fantastic. Now, you might be thinking, well, this sounds a lot like normal MMOs, but there's a big part to most of the big MMOs that still doesn't exist. There's no reports of it. There's no mentioning of any kind of raids or any kind of things like that you can do. Well, you won't have to wait that much further. Well, you won't have to wait that much further. Now, they've given us very small information about further releases after the Wild Appalachia after the Wild Appalachia updates. But they have given us some information, so let's have a very quick look at that now. And I'll do one of these when they give us a lot more information like they have with this one. So, nuclear winter is the summer. Now, these are all probably 3-month things. They've basically said summer will bring another series of major updates for Fallout 76, an entirely new way to play that changes the rules of the wasteland. Now, that is interesting because we already have a new game mode in the first update with the survival mode. The only information we have for this is that there's going to be a new game mode called Nuclear Winter. An entirely new way to play Fallout 76, completely changing the rules of the wasteland. Now, just purely based on the name, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is going to be a mode where there is radiation everywhere in the air. Every now and then you get the occasional radiation wave in your area and you'll be taking a small amount of radiation every couple of seconds. It's going to be that all the time. It's going to be nothing but nuclear radiation on the entire map, and it's about trying to survive being constantly irradiated. That's my opinion. That's what I think it's going to be. I would 100% give that a go if that's what that's going to be. They've also said that there will be new features for legendary players. It's going to be an all-new prestige system to allow players go above level 50. They will then be legendary. They can reset their characters with all new, more powerful abilities. So that is going to be interesting. We're going to be able to go above the level cap, and we're going to be able to get better moves and better abilities than we had before. A lot of people aren't happy with the level cap because they got to it so quickly. I'm not going to talk much more about that, but you know, you can understand why they would look at increasing that slowly. I mean, you know, it's the same with World of Warcraft. Every time they release an update, the level cap goes up by a little bit more. So, you know, it's something that they will roll out slowly, exactly the same as the other MMOs. You'll slowly be able to get a bit higher and then a bit higher. And the new legendary abilities will probably be along the lines of there'll be new cards for you to equip, which will give you a whole variety of different things. The most interesting one for the summer is they are giving us raids. Vault 96 and 94 will be opening. Test your strength against new high-level group vault raids. Now, we currently know nothing about these raids. We don't know whether it's going to be only your group of players that you're connected with, or whether you can join a group of people that are waiting in the entrance, and then after like 5 minutes everyone that's in an area will join in one group. You know, we don't really know anything about it yet, but it is something that people want. It is going to be 2 raids that you're going to be able to do, and I am really interested to see how that's going to work. Now, I know they said they're not working on it, but I would really like if they also had the ability to cross-play by this point, even if it's just Xbox and PC. Because let's be honest, let's not mess around, they're the same company, fundamentally. You must be able to work that out. And then anyone that's Xbox and PC can play together, and we can all enjoy ourselves, and no problems. As for the location of the vaults, I think I know where they are. As far as I'm aware, obviously this could be, you know, I haven't really looked, but I have done a little bit of research. There is apparently a vault on the map itself, way down south, but I haven't actually got to that point yet. I'm kind of dancing around it currently, so I may try and go there next week so that I can have it on my map for next week. So keep an eye out for that next week. And there is supposedly another vault in the mines right at the beginning. Now, I did do a clear out of those mines, and there didn't appear to be any kind of opening that I could spot where it might be, but they can easily add the vault opening in those mines. There's an eye above the screen if you want to know what mines I'm specifically talking about. And then all we know about the fall update is embark on a tale with true choice and consequences in Wastelanders. Our biggest and most ambitious update, Wastelanders, will include new main quest line, new factions, new events, new features, and even more surprises. So look, they're really pushing it. I know there's a lot of people that say, you know, this game wasn't ready when it was released, and they're really giving us the kind of game now that they were supposed to have given us, you know, when it was released. I enjoy the game as it is now. I really do. I love it. And look, if you're going to give us this many updates and this many new modes and new raids and new abilities and upgrading the crafting system, you know, and giving us special one-off events, I'm up for it. I'm really up for it. It's going to be really fun and enjoyable, and I think the more we progress with these updates, the more it is just going to become really fun, and that'll just bring more people to the game, which will just make it even more fun. And I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. You know, not only are they working on these, but they're actually telling you what they're going to be offering you, and I think that's the best way to do it. So I think I've talked your ear off enough while I've been building my camp, while I've been looking through my camp. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really hope this has been helpful. For those who weren't, I really hope this has been helpful for those that weren't aware of this announcement that they made. And for those that kind of knew, I hope that this has given you a lot more information and a lot more detail about what is coming, as well as my own opinions on the subject and what I'm most looking forward to. Don't forget, Bethesda, I want a bobblehead stand. I don't need it until I can put bobbleheads on it, but give me a bobblehead stand. So that's going to be it for me. Please like and subscribe this video. Please take a little look at some of the other videos that I am doing. There are links on the screen, and I will see you again next time.